Adult Swim has given Superman a bit of an anime refresh, and a second season of this is currently in the works. Let's talk about my adventures with Superman. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for the Adult Swim series, My Adventures with Superman. You can see this now on Max, and possibly on the Adult Swim app as well. I know you can catch some of their shows there, but you can definitely watch the first season of this on Max. And a second season is in production currently, so we can expect that probably later on this year. And this is an animated version of the character we all know and love, Superman. And it doesn't go like full on anime, but there's definitely an anime inspired vibe to the production values here and the beautiful animation. So we'll talk about this here in just a moment. But first, let me welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. We do movie and TV reviews here on the channel, and I'm kind of winding things down for 2023 in television before I do my best and worst of the year. So kind of ticking off some things that I missed throughout the year. And this was one of them. This premiered over the summer. And I don't have cable anymore, so if things land on Adult Swim, I don't usually find out about them until they go to the streamer anyway. So, like I said, you can see all of these now on Max. And this basically is, the story of Superman and Lois and Jimmy Olsen and, all of the characters that we've seen many, many times over in Metropolis. Jack Quaid here voices Superman and, of course, Clark Kent as well, both personas. And he is on fire lately. He's done, a lot of stuff recently. He's, of course, the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, but he is on The Boys, I think probably is his biggest breakout, starring role so far, but he was part of the Hunger Games franchise as well. And so he voices Superman and Clark. You also have Alice Lee as Lois Lane. I was kind of unfamiliar with her just from her voice or from the name, but I looked her up and she was a regular on Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which I watched. She played Emily on that. So you may know her from that as well. But you have, the history of the character a little bit. We kind of, flash back to his upbringing and things, on Krypton and all of that, while, bringing it into the present day with his, introduction to his career at the Daily Planet as well. Everybody right now is just an intern. Him and Lois and Jimmy are all interning at the Daily Planet. So we see sort of the start of their history there. So, like I said, this is definitely anime inspired. We've seen animated Superman series before, of course, but this one has, that little bit of a change to the appearance of the characters and such, so that it reflects a little bit more of that Japanese style. And look, I do not claim certainly to be a Superman historian, but I have watched a lot of the old stuff. I have a couple volumes of the collected original comic strips, and then I've seen some of the early serials, both the animated and the live action. I've seen some episodes of the 50s Superman show with George Reeves. So, I've seen a lot of the historical version of Superman. I've seen some of the more recent stuff, not all of it, but I sampled Lois and Clark with Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain back in the day. I sampled the new one they have on the CW. I think that's currently in production still, and of course the recent movies, Henry Cavill, Brandon Routh, all of that. So this is unfortunately not really adding anything new to that. It's not necessarily giving us any new, history or background, but in a way, it's kind of nice. We know what we're expecting with this character, and as a result, they sort of sprinkle in the background elements of the character and Clark's childhood and stuff. We don't see, that stripped like we did, say, in Smallville or something. But that's definitely the biggest downfall. This doesn't really add anything new to the game or to the characters. But that being said, it's pretty sharply written, and it's got some humor, at the right moments. And the action is pretty well done also. But it does sort of remind me, like, okay, we've gone through the, how many iterations of this character or whatever, and The stuff here, other than maybe the slightly different animation and the script, being punched up a little bit for modern day sensibilities and senses of humor, it's not really all that different from the animated serials of the 50s, or some of the animated series that have come before. So while not reinventing the wheel, this is certainly a good watch if you are starved for Superman content or something. I mean, there's so much out there. I don't know how you would be, but this isn't going to blow the lid off of a whole new world for the character, but it's fun to watch, and it is really gorgeously animated, and the voice work is good as well. So overall, I think this is a winner, and obviously, like I said, season 2 already in production, so we'll see that at some point. But you can catch up on season 1 now on Max. I leave My Adventures with Superman with a B plus. And that will do it. We'll see season 2 probably sometime in 2024. Thanks so much for watching Dan Reviews It. We'll see you next time. Bye.